Hello guys, this is Wonderbit Trading and we're carrying on with our weekly Bitcoin and Ethereum price analysis. As usual, in front of you, you can see the weekly chart from which we start, and this is the Bitcoin chart in front of you. So what we would like to talk to you today about is the long-term movement of Bitcoin. You can currently see that we're coming towards the end of 2019, and we're going to compare the bearish market that was in 2018 and the bull market that we experienced in 2019. So currently the trend is a downward trend starting from the 1st of July. We can say that starting from that point it was going down, and you can draw a downward channel based on the highs of the price. At the same time, currently we're next to the 50 MA, which is acting as a support line. However, we don't think that it's gonna hold, to be honest. What we're expecting from the 50 MA is to give it some kind of support. Maybe the price will rise slightly towards 8,000, where it will recheck the previous level of support, which will become a resistance, and then a further downward fall towards the area of 5,800. And this area is quite important. This was the bottom of the triangle in 2018. At the same time, the 200 MA is going towards this level as well. So we have 2 points at which we'll have indicated that it's going to be a support level. And at the same time, we don't have any divergence yet on the RSI indicator. So the RSI is below 50 mark, and it still can go down. And this is what we expect in the nearest future. By the nearest future, we'll estimate that it's around maybe another 2 months, something like that. So we can see this movement, the zigzag movement towards the area of 5,800. So somewhere around February we might see the price somewhere over there. If we're looking at the more global scale, and we take into account the cycle theory of Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin is moving in 4-year cycles, we're just coming towards the end of the first year. So we might see an accumulation area which can hold up to 8 months or maybe even a year. And if so, there will be an area somewhere over here for which we should expect some kind of accumulation. So when we're gonna go towards the lowest point of that parallel channel, we should see the rise in the volume, and then at the same time, when we're going towards the upper part, you should expect the bears to sell. So also some zigzag price movement from the bottom to the top, and then break out of the channel and only then go into the newer highest point. So this is the long-term perspective of what we see out of the today's price movement based on how Bitcoin was behaving in the past. Let's look at Ethereum, and actually not much is happening with Ethereum price right now. We can see that there's still bottom to be reached over here around $81. This was the previous bottom based on Binance Exchange. Not a lot of data here on Binance Exchange. This was the previous market high where we were turning, and exactly on the 24th of June. Let's go to the daily chart to see what's happening in the short term over here. Again, we don't see any divergence yet. The price is going down, the RSI is going down. We breaking the line of support. We broke it on the 21st of November. The volume was actually quite good. Now we consolidating a little bit in this area between the 138 and 155. What we should expect, I believe, the same movement as we expect from Bitcoin. So we might go up to the 50 MA, but then should go down. Currently, there are no indication that we are actually reversing, and the Ethereum at some point will start going up. Let's look at the EMA ribbon. Yeah, we're definitely below that one. So in order to actually reverse and go straight to the area of, for example, 200, we need to break quite a lot of resistance based on the EMA, based on the moving averages, and currently there is no support in that. Even the volume with each step of the price to the downward side, the volume is dropping as well. So not much is actually happening here. However, at the end we wanted to show you one interesting asset, which is Dash, and wanted to show you it over here in Kraken because it has the largest history on Kraken. But what's quite interesting here is that we're currently slightly below the lowest point in the history, which was $56-57. But quite an interesting setup is that the price was going down, then we make the local top, and now we're at the same bottom with quite an increase in volume, same as it was happening last time. So what we might expect is a double bottom formation here on a daily chart. This can also be seen on a weekly chart. This interesting formation. And it's much easier to judge it over here. So we had the first bottom, and then the second bottom is forming with quite a good volume at this particular area. And at the same time on the daily, if we go to the 24th of November, we can see something similar as another double bottom, but on a local scale is forming over here. So the price went down, it went up slightly, now it's going to exactly the same level, and we expect to see it going up. We see a divergence between the price and the RSI indicator. So that's our expectation, that the price should start going up towards the area of around $68 to $70. If we can break it, the next level will be around 100, where the price will meet the 200 MA, and obviously the very top, the previous resistance is 130. So we're closely monitoring this one. Currently we're in the position for Dash USD, and we expect it to rise higher. Obviously some things to notice, because the BTC has a very strong correlation with other assets. If BTC will go down, Dash will go down as well. So there is a strong dominance in the idea that if BTC is going down, all the other crypto assets will go down with it. So even though technically there is a nice setup here for Dash to grow, we still expect that it can break this support level and carry on the downward movement if Bitcoin in the next week or so will go down. That was it for today. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our Telegram channel for the daily reviews, and best of luck with your trading.